Hello everyone, you're now with me, Ruben Gomez, for TVS News at 5. Let's moving on to the news. Interzone travel will not be allowed when the Conditional Movement Control Order CMCO takes place in Sarawak beginning 2nd till 15 March 2021. The restriction is one of the new Standard Operating Procedures SOPs set by the Sarawak State Disaster Management Committee SDMC. However, exemption letters would be issued by the police to those who need to travel for important matters or emergencies.
The number of passengers allowed in a private vehicle is according to the capacity of the vehicle. However, individuals at high risk and children are not encouraged to go out into public, open and crowded areas. Meanwhile, the number of people allowed in vehicles carrying essential goods and services as well as the chain of economy or industrial activities depends on the commercial vehicle registration license. Moreover, activities and services at all airports and ports are allowed to operate. Public transport services such as bus stops, express buses, ferries, airplanes, taxi or e-hailing and other public transport services are allowed to operate according to license condition based on vehicle capacity. Food delivery services are also allowed from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. during the CMCO.
The Rural Development Ministry has spent over 10 million ringgit last year to develop the rural areas in Lawas. The ministry said these projects need to be implemented to stimulate the country's economy and boost the economic cycle of various sectors.
Its second Deputy Rural Development Minister Datuk Henry Sum Agong said the allocation involved infrastructure projects such as rural roads costing 1.59 million ringgit. He also said this includes social amenities, projects like the restorations of bridges and basic facilities for 1.03 million ringgit and village road lamps for 300,000 ringgit. It also involved the Hardcore Poor Housing Program, 5.4 million ringgit, Desa Lestari Sustainable Village Program, 1 million ringgit and income increment programs for rural folks and entrepreneurs, 700,000 ringgit. Henry said this year the ministry has allocated 6.65 billion ringgit for development and increased compared to 6.24 billion ringgit last year.
Villagers in Kampong Sulap Lada Bekanur successfully captured a crocodile of approximately 10 feet in a river near the village. Residents of the village received assistance from the Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department and Sarawak Forestry Corporation SFC to help bind and lift the crocodile.
According to the Zone 6 Miri Fire and Rescue Department Chief Loh Po Kyong, as soon as the department received the call, a team of 7 personnel from Batu Nia Fire and Rescue Department were dispatched to the location that was 21 kilometers from the fire station. When the fire and rescue team arrived at the location, a crocodile of approximately 10 feet was caught in the river near Kampong Sulap Lada by the villagers.
Hello everyone. The micro, small and medium enterprises SMEs are feeling the heat of poor consumer sentiment and being left out of the government assistance. For businesses, Dr. David Guru Patam, Group Coordinator of Industries Unite, said there were a handful of micro SMEs that falls into this category.
The information on government assistance, as well as the necessary guidelines and procedures, also did not reach the SMEs. David, who is a group coordinator of more than 40 trade businesses and associations nationwide, said the situation could be mended by engaging business associations and representatives. He also said that the current special electricity rebate under the Malaysian Economic and Rakyat's Protection Assistance Package (PERMAI) did not reach micro SMEs and were focused on commercial sectors. The 6 sectors in the commercial category are hotel operators, theme parks, convention centres, shopping malls, local airline offices and travel and tour agencies.
Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin today said 2 PKR federal lawmakers declared support to the ruling Perikatan Nasional Coalition. The Prime Minister announced this shortly after photographs of him with Julau MP Larry Sung and Tebrau MP Stephen Chung emerged online.
Muhyiddin said that the SDs were delivered to him after the gathering of the cabinet to mark the 1-year anniversary of the PN administration. He hopes the defection would bolster the PN government in rebuilding the economy and to manage the COVID-19 pandemic. It was not immediately clear which PN party Larry Sung and Stephen Chung will join. Yesterday, Sung resigned as the Sarawak PKR chief without making clear if he was leaving the party.
Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin launched the Rukun Tetangga Leadership Empowerment Plan 2021 until 2030. The plan will strengthen the role of Rukun Tetangga areas KRT at the grassroots level through the cooperations of ministries and relevant agencies.
Agenda Kerja KRT Selamat, Agenda Kerja KRT Sehat, Agenda Kerja KRT Bersih dan Indah, and Agenda Kerja KRT Sejahtera, Safety, Health, Cleanliness and Well-being. 4 KRT agendas are to be introduced under the plan, which aims to increase the effectiveness of the Rukun Tetangga initiative. The plan is one of the strategies that has been outlined in the National Unity Policy and National Unity Blueprint 2021 until 2030. Explaining the 4 KRT work agendas, Muhyiddin said that the Agenda Kerja KRT Selamat Safety would be mobilized through the Voluntary Patrol Scheme SRS. This scheme involves patrol and control of any premises or location in the KRT in collaborations with the Royal Malaysia Police. He said that the Agenda Kerja KRT Sehat Health emphasized efforts to cultivate a healthy lifestyle in the community. This will collaborate with the Ministry of Health Malaysia under the National Healthcare Agenda.
Ketiga, agenda kerja KRT bersih dan indah pula menumpukan pada program pembersihan dan pengindahan di kawasan komuniti dengan sokongan Kementerian Pembangunan Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan KPKT di bawah pelaksanaan program Local Agenda 21. Dan keempat, agenda kerja KRT Sejahtera untuk mengenal pasti kumpulan rentan seperti ibu tunggal, golongan kelainan upaya, warga mas dan golongan kurang berkemampuan dan memberikan bantuan melalui pelaksanaan inisiatif seperti projek ekonomi Rukun Tetangga dan program Sayangi Komuniti.
The COVID-19 vaccine was well received by the public. Assistant Minister of Education and Technological Research, Sibu Division Disaster Management Committee Coordinator, Dr. Anwar Pai, pointed out through his official Facebook Live regarding the matter.
Previously, Dr. Anwar said questions asked by the public regarding the vaccine implied it as a negative matter. However, the same group who disputed the vaccine were now asking if they were eligible to receive it or not. Based on research conducted, only 66 cases were recorded from 18 million vaccine recipients who experienced severe allergies. Meanwhile, Assistant Minister of Infrastructure and Ports Development, Dato' Julaihi Narawi, urged the Sebuyau community to not be afraid of the vaccine. He stressed that the COVID-19 vaccination will be an important tool to help curb the pandemic. He added that the vaccine will be administered in stages set by the government. At the same time, the vaccination program held at Sri Baleh Multipurpose Hall, Kapit, went smoothly. Among those who had received the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine were Bukit Goram Assemblyman Jefferson Jamit Unyat, Kapit's resident Nurak Keti, and Kapit Health Officer Dr. Hamidi Muhammad Shakawi. Jamit stressed that the vaccination is important because it not only protects the person who gets the vaccine, but also helps to keep disease from spreading to others. He urged the public to register for the COVID-19 vaccination and play their roles in curbing the spread. The residents in Kapit were reminded to update their MySejahtera app as well as to register at their respective health clinics, Kapit Hospital and District Office to get the jab. For the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, the interval is 21 days between the first and second dose.
Well, that concludes the news at 5. Remember, 11:30 p.m. with Handy Gui for the Nightline. Ruben Gomez, anytime, anywhere.